Okay, so we're getting into the round 2 match for the Custom Magic server's game night. This game night is for Magic Set Editor Modern, which is a custom constructed format made up of a bunch of sets from the MSC side of the Custom Magic community. It's meant to emulate a modern power level. And today we have 6 participants playing in a 3-round tournament. This is round 2, and we're watching the game between AKVA, who is on Blue-Red Infuse Storm, which is essentially a control combo deck which blitzes out a bunch of cantrips and other interaction into its graveyard, and then plays a titular card, Infuse the Storm, in order to essentially just storm off and kill the opponent. Meanwhile, on the other side of the table, we have Crushcastles, who is playing another Storm deck, but this one is Hellbent Speed. It's also based around its titular card, and essentially it gets a bunch of artifacts, a bunch of cost reducers for artifacts, and then essentially plays out its entire library and swings for lethal with combat damage. So right now, AKVA is making good use of the Shigenja Sanctuary. Actually, cannot use this to orchestrate Storm Surge. That is important.
Yeah, that's... Yeah, this is interesting. 2 decently fast combo decks. I don't believe either has that much in the way of interaction, so it'll be interesting. Oh. That is a Glistening Chalice, which I'm guessing tapping to make non-artifact spells cost 1 greater. Wow, that's... No, oh no. No, you can't cast... Wait, I don't believe AKVA can cast the Storm Surge, right?
Yeah, that's what. Okay, that's why I messaged AKVA and Crush, because Storm Surge is not an alt cast ability. It's not an alt cast. It is, and it's an ability. So.
Yeah, let's see. So orchestrate spell. You cast the spell from exile without paying it. Yeah, Glistening Chalice. I'm true. Though, if this works the way I think it does, doesn't this just straight up shut off and fuse the apparatus? Like, he can cast it, but then wouldn't be able to cast any of the other spells? Yeah, it actually... Yeah, well, I mean, that's how Orchestrate is worded. Cast it without paying its mana cost. There. I'll pull up...
Okay, so continuing, even though Alexis technically was not supposed to orchestrate Storm Surge last turn, because a whole turn cycle has been played since then, and since Crush didn't catch it, the judge ruling says that we'll just continue as though Alexis could have Storm Surged. So then cast Scorch on face, and then Storm Surges as well, hitting Crush for a nice 6. One thing that Kevin mentioned while we were waiting for the judge call is that Glistening Chalice could potentially just shut off Infuse the Storm, because as long as you leave it up, you can tap it in response to Infuse the Storm, and then Infuse basically allows them to cast it without paying the costs, but then this will tax them 1, which, if we're understanding that interaction right, they would have to pay 1 for each spell free casted with Infuse the Storm, which is just not feasible to do. Okay, so Crush is going to run out and Enlighten Sigil, making it cost 1 less with Glistening Chalice. Then runs out Forge Master's Altar for 1, and then Sovereign Skies for free. So that was one hell of a turn. Wow. So, just casual 8 mana's worth of cards on turn 3. No biggie.
Yeah, with still 3 cards left in hand. This need to develop a board.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, I should have cracked that torrent.
Oh, and it's going to unleash the dragon, just killing the construct. And this is really just because Unleash, you never want Unleash in hand, you always want it in grave as just a target to get with Infuse the Storm.
Yeah, Infuse the Apparatus.
Infuse the Apparatus. I always remember it as Infuse the Storm because, the deck's name is Infuse Storm. Okay, gonna play Monkey Shines. Unfortunately, Aldri has a Monkey Shines in grave, so this isn't super ideal. Also needs to crack the fetch first. That distinctly did not crack the fetch. Oh my god, this is just lots of judge calls.
Yeah, Crush is pointing it out.
Okay. It is after he drew his card, though, and after Alexis Monkey Shined. Did Alexis mill both of the things with the...
Yes, they did.
Okay, cool. Otherwise, this would be much hairier. Because if they'd kept one on top, that would be like note information. That would be a bit of a bungle.
And that's also not how Monkey Shines works. Yeah, you either have to dump.
Oh no, but I was saying that if they'd kept both on top and then drawn one, there would still be one on top that they knew the information of, and therefore cracking the Magmatic Torrent right now would alter the known information.
Oh, Social Graces. Yeah, this is an interesting one. Just if your opponent's lost life, just draw a card for free.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so they're at... Okay.
So, Glistening Chalice online. So we get another Forge Master's Altar for 1. Need some form of card draw right now, though, is the biggest issue.
Yeah, like currently they have functionally just as much mana as they really need.
Okay, Enlighten Sigil.
Enlighten Sigil.
Sure.
I guess.
Huh. How much... I think they could have achieved that by just tapping their lands, and they could have kept up Glistening Chalice to potentially, because AKVA, I think. Um, okay, Oracle's Vision, but AKVA has one, two. Okay, with the Cursory Glance now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Should have
6.
10? Yeah, I believe they should have 10 because they only have 2 lands. The rest is instants and sorceries.
But I think it's only for differently named ones. So
Here, look, wait. Nope, it's just this spell costs one.
Okay. In which case, Crush just loses now.
Yeah, if oh yeah, they just just have this, yeah. So,
Oh yeah, I always misremember because you don't it costs one less, but you don't get to free cast each one. You only get to free cast each one with a different name.
yeah, well, you don't even free cast a copy. You go and search for one from your library. So if you draw all 4 scorches, nothing. You hit nothing.
So essentially, you just cursory glance one of your, I guess, like a monkey shines or something, and then cursory glance the other cursory glance, so it doesn't end up mattering. Oh, there's only one cursory glance. Never mind. And then, so you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So Unleash deals 7, and then you deal 6 with the other. So Crush will actually survive at 2 if I'm doing the math right.
Yeah. Well. Oh no! Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, it would take 13. Though I guess. I mean, AKVA is still hitting enough draw spells that
they could just draw to burn, but also like Crush is in a position where like depending on what Crush hits next turn could just combo off.
Well, wait, has AKVA played a land this turn?
I don't think so. Oh, in that case, you're thinking just land Scorch Face if they draw it.
Yeah, just like Weed from Chaff. Just oh yeah, there's a I don't know a shock or something. Just
didn't draw that Distant Thunder though, so that implies they probably already have burn.
No. Wait, no, that's not how you monkey shines. You either have to put both. You can't just dump one.
No, they dumped both. They dumped Weed from Chaff and Distant Thunder.
Oh, okay.
Okay, and then they Oracle's Viz.
Alright.
And then Weed from Chaff happens.
Yep. Draw 2, discard 2, investigate. Well,
wait, no, is this exactly lethal? Wait, hold on. No, I think it is lethal. Never mind.
Oh, yeah.
Because Unleash counts the Oracle's Viz and the Infuse itself, so it actually hits for 9.
Okay, yeah. So it is just enough.
It is exactly lethal. Oh wait, no. You know why it isn't exactly lethal? Because AKVA didn't cast the Cursory Glance.
They neglected it, yeah.
So
I mean, it looks like Crush still just
is going to concede, assuming that Alexis just has a land. It was actually third, yeah.
That is true.
I mean, if Crush concedes, it is Crush's fault, so I'm not gonna mention it. Like, if you do the math wrong and you concede because of that, that's your problem.
Yeah.
So yeah, Crush is gonna concede. So that was a crazy game, and it all came down to, I think, Crush just didn't have to Glistening Chalice on his turn.
No, he really didn't. He could have just... Yeah, if he had held it, would he still have been able to infuse? No, because you wouldn't have had the colored mana.
She, by the way.
Alright. They're bringing in from the side here.
I mean, they're both so linear that I can't imagine like what they would bring in. Like, AKVA may be more counter magic, but I don't know.
Crush might have some stacks pieces, or... I don't know, like... Are there any artifacts in MSM that have an orb rewarding type effect, like something to give you hexproof?
There are, but like, I don't think that they're cheap ones. The one that I'm thinking of, Crown of Dominion, is 7 mana. So, okay, so Crush opening up by just playing one of the rail lines turn 1 by bouncing a land. Okay. So Crush just gonna Sovereign Skies into another rail line. Meanwhile, AKVA turn 2, making their first play of this game. Weed from Chaffing. Discarding
Nice.
Distant Thunder. Thinking about the second discard. And discarding an Infuse. Okay, that clearly signals that they already have one in hand. And then gonna Monkey Shines it up. Given that they already have an Infuse in hand, they're probably just gonna Turbo Infuse, right? So just dump whatever this is into grave. No, okay. Puts both on top. Must be really good, whatever's on top then. Because I feel like with this turn, AKVA already has 4 instants in grave. So like, I'd feel like whatever you see, unless you see something crazy on the top, you would immediately want to like dump it.
Alright, let's see. We're running out the Glistening Chalice. So Sovereign Skies is now online as a mana rock. Flawless counterfeit. Nice.
Oh my god, okay. So we're just chalicing for the moon out here, but once again, Crush needs a Hellbent speed or some other like draw engine.
Yeah, like you can have everything you cast cost 0, but if you don't have some way to capitalize on that, it's...
The double glistening though could be useful. Okay, Sage's Ashes.
Ah.
That is something that enables card draw. With 2 of these, if Crush has 2 of these, then can just generate infinite artifact cast / ETBs and then turn on Sovereign Skies. Which like isn't a crazy payoff, but it's still a 9/9. puts a decent clock on AKVA.
Though, it's weird to say, but a 9-9 might be too slow. That's still a 3-turn clock to kill him.
Oh my god, Chromatic Pendant. I mean, it's technically draw, but AKVA gets to avail of it first.
Yeah, and draw some additional cards, spells cost 1 less. Yeah, that's... in here.
Okay, so so double orchestrates Storm Surges, and then Oracle's Vision.
That...
This is really bad because this basically sets up AKVA for a pretty devastating Infuse next turn.
Yeah, so let's see, currently...
Oh, that is probably the worst Oracle's Vision, though. Jesus.
Yeah.
Oh no, and Crush mills a Hellbent speed! And the Sage's Ashes, and another glistening thing. Oh no. And Alexis gets the Social Graces. Oh man. So Alexis is kind of just popping off right now. And...
Does...
Okay, so Crush gets to draw 2 cards, though. That is the one good part of this. Maybe can put something together here.
Maybe.
Okay, see if Skies Beyond enters tapped. Just in case... Oh no, and Crush is just passing? That is bad. This is beyond awful. So now Alexis gets to untap, has a full clutch, and a bunch of cards in grave. I cannot see... Like, if Crush survives this turn, it will be a miracle.
Oh.
Okay,
they do have the 2 glistening.
Okay, actually, you know what? They do have the glistening chalices. I stand corrected. I completely forgot about those. Those do happen to help. Well, okay.
Yeah, if you can just...
So, are those all... No, Infuse costs 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9.
It also costs 1 less from the pendant. Yeah, pendant.
Mm-hmm. So, but then AKVA would have to pay all of their mana for that, because Glistening Chalice taxes it by 2. It's cheapened by 10, and so it costs 14 overall.
And yeah, they would still need to completely tap out.
Okay, just gonna add them and say that real quick.
Yeah.
Okay, cool, they tapped out. So now, let's play the fun game of, does Crush die?
So currently they're only taking 3 damage, which
Wait, why
I
didn't AKVA get a Storm Surge? Is oh my god, is
wait.
AKVA's last Storm Surge in hand? If so, that's painful.
Oh, okay. Ooh, I got worried there because they just
And
wait.
also, like, doesn't Glistening Chalice tax each of these? Or are we just crazy?
Wait, did they exile and infuse with the infuse, or
They did exile and infuse.
oh jeez. All right, just waiting on a judge call here.
So wait, this chromatic actually... Okay, the double chalice might save Crush yet. So yeah, like, Glistening Chalice does add 1 to the costs, and Alexis cannot pay for any of these.
Oh wait, we have confirmation that
No, wait, what? Crush says that it does not. Let me...
oh yeah, it didn't and it did not end up increasing the cost on the storm surge, right?
I'm... But I'm so confused. Because I'm 99% sure that, like, it does. No, wait, not that. Ruling. Well, it's too late, whichever.
Oh,
So it...
I'm getting a yes that it does make them cost 1 more to cast, effectively shutting off Infuse.
I mean, Crush is supposed to be a judge, but I looked this... I mean, I trust Google. I trust Google sometimes, because it looks like there are lots of people who have had the same question. So let's see. Okay, so getting back into it, it looks like yes, there was a bit of a rules mix-up, but as per Talia, Infuse is not a cost reducer; it is an alternate cost. Therefore, the additional cost imposed by Glistening Chalice gets added on first, and therefore AKVA's resolution of Infuse the apparatus was illegal. It looks like, however, Crush is just going to concede anyways, because Crush is dropping out from the third round. So a little bit of a spotty finish to that set, but despite that, I think it was super cool. Seeing these decks, which had they were both basically very linear, fast combo decks, but they each had some mode of interaction to deal with the other's game plan, and how they played around that until the very end. I think it was pretty cool.
Yeah, that was definitely an interesting way to see it go. Yeah, Infuse games can be pretty wild.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, until the third round, this is Caillou signing off.